Well, greetings to everyone. This is Mike Donaldson. I'm excited to have you with us today. It's Monday, and appreciate your being on. This is part of our new schedule of informational webinars to give you details that where our other schedule may not have been convenient for you. Hopefully, the schedule of the three different schedules for this week will be 11 a.m. Eastern time today, 3 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, and 9 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. So if you have a friend or someone that you'd like to have see the information, hopefully one of those times will be good for them and they can just register. But welcome to everyone here. I'm taking a look here, see team view. Great to Kent. I think it is nice to have you here. Alex from London, England. Terry from the UK. Darren from the UK. Charleston from South America. Collins, Mitch. I don't know where you're from, but welcome. Bjorn, hello from Norse. The Victor from Nigeria. It's good evening there, that's for sure. Jamie, hello. Kimono, Keith from Illinois. So we've got people from all parts of the world, and I want to welcome you here. It's just about a minute after the hour. Samuel from Switzerland, welcome. And Canada is in the house as well. For those of you that aren't familiar with the platform, and many of you might be, there are two columns on the right. One that's highlighted right now in blue that says chat, and that's where you're chatting and putting your information. Ariel, yes, I did. The other column is Q&A only. And if you highlight that yourself by clicking on it, you can type in your questions. Now, I'm not going to answer questions till the end, but I will leave it open so that you can type in your questions, and I will go to that Q&A only column because of the number of people in the group. If I have to search through chat for questions, it makes it much more difficult. So please put your questions in the Q&A only column. You click on the column and then you type at the bottom. So I think most of you are familiar with that. And again, it's great to have you here. And I just want to share some information with you today. But before I do, if you have any kind of problem with audio or video, what you need to do is go up and click on the reconnect button, or in some cases, you may have a vertical lightning bolt. And if you run your mouse across it, it will say panic button. So, excuse me. I think that just about covers it. Typically, problems with audio or video are because of something streaming going on in your location, or kind of a weak internet connection, something like that. But if you click that reconnect or that lightning bolt, it will usually reconnect you with a better signal. If for some reason that doesn't take care of it, which is very, very rare, I suggest you log off and log back on. So again, welcome to everyone. We've got more and more people that have indicated where they're from. We thank you for being on today. But with that, what I'm going to do is turn off my camera. Click on my screen share, and then check with you and see if okay, I think this will do it. Let's see if we allow. Okay, let me go to we'll get this started very soon from the beginning. Okay, everyone should be able to see my the slide that says passive crypto rewards, and we're here today to talk about a company called Vortic United. Some of you may be familiar, some of you may not. You may be here to get information, and that's what this webinar is all about. It's about information. So let's go ahead and get started. But what's very, very important is a risk disclaimer, because you need to understand clearly what the risks are. We are not financial advisors. We don't provide financial investment advice. The information on this webinar is informational. It doesn't constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not read any of the content as such. We are not recommending that cryptocurrency should be bought, sold, or held by you. Do conduct your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor if you have any concerns or doubts before making any investment decision. Please check with your country, your state, your local area for rules before joining any cryptocurrency platform of any type, because rules can vary throughout the world. Cryptocurrency trading is very risky, and the potential for loss or part of or all of your crypto is possible. The information that you're going to see during this presentation includes pictures and graphics, which are for information, illustration, educational purposes only. Vortic United is not regulated by any regulatory body. It is cryptocurrency or any government agency. They do have licenses throughout the world for projects that they're working on, but we'll talk about that more. And the past rewards that you see that are earned by the community members are not and should not be considered a guarantee of future rewards. So never ever risk more capital with any program than you can afford to lose. And all online programs carry a high risk. Do conduct your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor and your local rules and laws before you move ahead. Let's talk about Mr. Jensen Robles, the CEO and founder of Vortic United. Jensen was, his dad was from the UK, his mom was from Austria. Jensen was born in the UK, but he was raised in Germany, and got into the financial marketplace by working for a Swiss bank that had a location in Germany. He did some commodities trading, different types of trading, including, I think he mentioned to me, palladium. Some interesting trading background in roughly 2007 through 2010, when we had the debacle with market-backed securities and real estate throughout the world, and we had a recession. Jensen moved to private clients and served those private clients that he had gotten to know through his work at the Swiss bank. Basically, a few years ago, he was encouraged by private clients and by other people to start something on a more public basis for people. And Vortic United was born in September of 2022. We are approaching the 1-year anniversary, so I think that's important to understand. In January, being skeptical by nature, I did travel to Istanbul, Turkey, where Jensen was working on opening up the major corporate office. He already had private offices in Munich, Germany, and also in Singapore. But Turkey is a very crypto-friendly country, and he was looking to do a number of different projects within Vortic United, and so relocating there was going to be very advantageous, which is what he did. We wanted to learn more. We did a couple of Zoom calls with him, asked a lot of hard questions. Then we then flew to Istanbul and spent a week over there meeting, asking questions, getting an inside view of the IT guy, Marco, of the head analyst, the guy who heads up their analytical team, Martin, and also talk with Stefan, who handles operations and is located in Singapore. So that was a chance for us to do our due diligence. Information I'm providing you will be based on some of the things that we learned during that visit, but you need to do your own due diligence. It's just important. I'm just passing information to you that may be helpful in getting a very clear picture. In April, now remember I went in January, but in April, Jensen opened the new office in Istanbul. It's in a part of Istanbul known as the Kartal district, what I would call your high-tech, a bit more of kind of a Silicon Valley type situation where technology companies are located. It's in a very tall building, and they have 2 floors in that facility. This is a picture when they first got the keys to go in before it was furnished, and this is when they did their official grand opening on April 8th of 2023. You can see there were a number of people there that had a chance to visit Jensen and go through the facility itself. Recently, we had an event in Las Vegas, small event where there are some people that had a chance to see Jensen for the first time, but there were also some individuals that got up on stage and gave testimony to the fact that they had physically handled Jensen's German passport so that they could verify that what the passport says, which is based on your birth certificate, matches Jensen Robles, which it did. We also had a chance at that meeting, because this is why it was partly why it was held, is to do a Zoom call with Martin, the head analyst, where Martin spent about an hour going through all the strategies that they typically use. There were non-disclosure agreements signed by the members in the audience because there is proprietary strategy that they use. Martin didn't show us all the bits and pieces, but he described all the strategies. And toward the end of his discussion, he actually showed millions of dollars of open trades that Vortic is holding on behalf of affiliates and users of the platform. The original license is in the UK, and here's the certificate number. There have been some additional structural changes to accommodate the future, where there will be licenses in different locations throughout the world. And so that's given that situation, we wanted to at least show you this license, but there will be different locations based on projects that are coming in the not too distant future, including an exchange. Okay, insight on the trading tools. This is some of the stuff that we saw more of an inside view when I was there in January, and it's part of the Jensen's belief that to be very, very transparent, that's a key to success and longevity of Vortic United. So we had a chance to kind of look under the hood, but more importantly, you also have a chance to see the trades in your back office. When we were there in January, the trades were not being posted to the back office. We, the affiliate community, and I'm an affiliate just like you. I don't work for Vortic United. I'm just an affiliate providing the information based on our history. But we asked Jensen and got support from other members of the affiliate community if they could post the trades in the back office to make it as transparent as possible. Jensen's a strong believer in transparency, and he did accommodate that. So thanks to his IT team, now every day you see, at the end of the day, you see the trades that were taken that day, the winners, the losers, how much each trade, where the entry was, where the exit was, and you get an idea. And then each week he posts a summary of the trades for the week in terms of what the win percentage and loss percentage is. We did see a couple of different accounts. These are accounts that were active toward the end of last year. I mean, these are the pictures of those two different accounts and the percentages that they had increased in the time up through like November of last year. Okay, here are examples of what you see in the back office, which are copies of winning trades, losing trades. These happen to be the dates of the 20th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd of June. They're just pictures that we took. Yeah, if you have an account, be it a free account or a funded account, you can see these trades every day in your back office, and you can go back through. Like in the month of August, it probably goes back through August 1st. Once August ends, then it starts over again in September, just so it doesn't. We took a history of shots, so we did some calculations. But what we want you to understand is that it's really not about your win ratio. It's about risk management, because even with a 50-50 win ratio, you can still be very profitable. And as an example, if you lost 5 trades at $1,000 per trade, you lost $5,000. If you won 5 trades, but they ran longer, so you ended up with using a 3-to-1 risk versus reward ratio, that you ended up winning $15,000. Still had a 50-50 win ratio, but your net profit would be $10,000. That's just an example. Past rewards earned by the community members are not and should not be considered a guarantee of future rewards. But this gives you an example of what the proper risk management, which is definitely something used by Martin and his analytical team. Here's a May 23rd example where there were 60% win ratio, and it resulted in a 45.96% profit and 5.69% in losses. Certainly 60% is very respectable, but notice how significant using proper risk management is in terms of overall profit versus overall losses. And on any given day with any given trading scenario, only about 5 to 10% of the available funds with Vortic are used at risk in a trade. So even though the results are very, very good, the risk factor is low because they're not using the entire fund. The balance of the available funds in the program are stored in a cold storage wallet, an offline wallet, if you will, so they are protected. Here's another example, May 25th, 57% win ratio, not quite as good, but still 15.2% in profit, 5.38% in losses. So even though it's closer to that 50-50, it was still a very profitable day. We took the time some time ago through March from March 4th through May 31st to take a look at actual packages that we owned. And actual packages, both the A, B, and C, we looked at the total number of executed trades, the total winning trades, total losing trades. You can see the numbers there. It resulted in a 69% win ratio. And in package A, it produced a performance of 52%, B 65%, and C 78%. Again, past rewards earned by the community members should not be considered a guarantee of future rewards, but this gives you an idea of what we have seen in the past. What are the reward packages? Okay, there's 4 different packages you see here. Each package has a range up to a certain percentage that it can earn Monday through Friday. The company cannot promise a fixed return, as performance is variable depending on the market situation. But based on average past results, package A earns Monday through Friday up to 0.8%, package B up to 1.0%, and package C up to 1.2%. I'm going to leave the compounding package alone for just a second. I'll explain that in a minute. But each of these reward packages have a fixed term. Notice on package A, it's 46 weeks, package B, 40 weeks, package C, 36 weeks. That means the deposit that you have is locked up for that period of time. The profits that are coming, that are earned, can be withdrawn weekly, or they can be redeposited back into the account for compounding purposes. So each week you can get your earnings for each one of those packages. You can choose to withdraw all or none. You can choose to withdraw partial, and then, if you will, redeposit the balance so that you increase the amount that's available for earnings for the future week. If you do redeposit and compound, the duration extends. As an example, if this week you put another 50 USDT into package A, it's going to reset the duration 46 weeks, starting from the day that you made that additional deposit. Some people love that, some people don't. Meaning, if you keep kicking it forward, if you will, what is charged by Vortic United at the end of the package, which is 20% of the initial deposit or the deposited amount, will be it's stalling that being taken out. Some people like to keep that fixed date and not have it move on them. So what they can do is they can just buy a separate package. That way it locks in. So let's say they buy a package C, and their duration's 36 weeks. Let's say they do not compound with that. So 36 weeks later, there is 20% of that initial, let's say $10,000, that Vortic United gets for providing these reward packages and providing the earnings that you see on a regular basis. And then you've earned those profits each and every week, and you're able to withdraw them. Some people will continue to add, let's say, to that package C to have it grow and compound. They'll pull out some, but they'll also compound. But each time they compound, it does push the end date forward. But it also means that you're not going to see that 20% fee taken out at the of the initial reward deposit. You're not going to see that taken out. So that covers the 3 A, B, and C. On the compounding package, the name can be pretty confusing. It means that you'll receive the rewards generated on the working days only after the expiration of the package. So in the case of the compounding package, at the end of 32 weeks, you will receive 80% of the initial reward deposit. In this case, using the minimum of 5,000 USDT, you would receive 4,000 USDT plus all of the earned rewards that took place each and every week. It averages up to 1.8% Monday through Friday. It doesn't. The compounding has been pre-calculated. So on $5,000, it's $450 per week. It's week after week after week. So if you took 32 weeks times $450, you're going to end up with rewards of $14,400 plus the 80% of the initial reward deposit that you put in, or $4,000, for a total of $18,400 would then be moved to your balance. So no withdrawals during the course of the 32 weeks, but at the end you get that $18,400. Just to let you know. Now remember, I'll be answering questions at the end, so you can type those in, but I'm not going to be answering them during the presentation. So you've got A, B, and C, which weekly you can withdraw. Basically, after the close of the market on Friday, you have the weekend up until about, I'm going to say you have a little longer than this, but 3 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday that you can put in for your withdrawal. And then the company has 48 hours, according to their terms, to pay that out. So, But typically what we've seen each and every week, today happens to be, if you will, a payday, a withdrawal day. It normally comes out by about 5 o'clock Eastern on Monday, but they have a full 48 hours. So it could be sometime on Tuesday. Now, we haven't seen that happen, but indeed, that's what we have seen in the past. Doesn't guarantee that that will happen in the future, but their terms and conditions call for up to 48 hours. Let's do this. Okay, compounding of current packages. This was not initially available when I started in January. It's something that we asked for because previously, if you had some earnings, the only thing you could do is start a new package. But take somebody that's got a package C and they've put in 10,000 USDT. They would like to be able to continue to get that same earning amount, the 1.2%, up to 1.2% per each workday. So because of that, Jensen made an effort with the community by providing the compounding for current packages. So let's say you have a package C, you can take your earnings and you can put them back in that package C, and it will raise the amount that you're generating rewards on, but it will also extend what the duration time is. It'll extend it to the 36 weeks in the case of the package C. But it's a great feature because it gives you the advantage and the ability to compound. Okay, payments. Excuse me. Deposits and withdrawals. You have 3 different options for deposits: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT Tether in both the ERC Ethereum network and also the TRC Tron network. If that does not make sense to you, get back with the person that invited you to the call, and they can explain a bit more about cryptocurrency. But those are the deposit methods. There are also the withdrawal methods, although currently Bitcoin is not available because a few weeks ago, there were some, I'll call them junk coins, but there were some new coins or tokens that were available that were being used on the Bitcoin network. And it was clogging up the network, so it risked the possibility that payments would be delayed beyond 48 hours. And it also meant that if a payment was delayed, the price of Bitcoin could drop, and then you wouldn't be receiving as much as what you had planned on. So they temporarily discontinued the withdrawal with Bitcoin, and that should be back online soon. But they're waiting till they're sure that that's stable and that the Bitcoin network can generate the payment to you within that 48-hour time frame. So currently, I recommend highly USDT Tether. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. You do what you want, but I find that it's simple, it's easy, it moves on the network very, very quickly. So that's my personal choice. Use whatever's convenient for you and whatever works in the platform that you're holding your cryptocurrency in. There is a 5% withdrawal fee that's fairly typical in the industry right now. So just so you know that as well. Okay, let's talk about the referral programs and 3 ways to earn. Now, this is not mandatory. This is totally optional. You can generate a very, very nice rewards each and every week just by using the reward packages. But if you like to refer people, you know people who might benefit from the kind of rewards that you're earning and you've seen it be successful. Like I said, we're going on the 1-year anniversary as of September. You can invite people you can refer them, have them come to a webinar like this where they get all the information. We're going to refer them back to you so that you can finalize things with them, provide them with your link get them started, help answer their questions, and you benefit from that. Let's take a look at how you do. A direct commission. When a person makes a deposit, the company has a fund that's set aside that basically provides you with a reward for referring that particular person, depending on the level they're at. As an example, if you refer them directly, there's a 10% commission the company pays. Much like if they were advertising, in the advertising world, they'd have to spend a lot of money on advertising. Well, you're their advertising agent, and so they're going to provide you with a commission. So a person deposits reward deposits of like $1,000, you're going to receive a $100 commission that will go into your balance and be available to you to withdraw on a regular basis. There are different ranks, and depending on that rank determines what levels that you get paid on. You can see it goes down to 15 levels, but we'll probably look primarily at the first 3 levels and the apprentice rank and what that can do for you. But you can see you're getting credit for 100% of the volume for rank rewards, which we'll talk about in a second. If you personally refer that person, if that person refers someone, you're getting 50% volume credit for that particular person, and you're getting a 4% commission. The person that referred them is going to get the 10% commission, and you're going to get the 4%. So that's the basics of the direct commission. The daily residual commissions on money that's earned, then there are commissions for those. Again, they're based on rank level. So you can see here as a partner that you can earn a 10% commission on the day on daily rewards for the package that the person has and that they're generating daily commissions on. What are those rank rewards and what are those positions? Notice there's apprentice, agent, and partner. For the direct commission, I showed you those first 3 levels that you have to be an apprentice. To be an apprentice, you have to have a package. Well, the minimum package is 50 USDT. So what you would do is with a 50 USDT package, any person that you directly referred, and for down 3 levels, you qualify for those in terms of the direct commission. On the residual commission, you have to be a partner. In other words, we're going to go to this 3rd level, this 3rd rank, and you have to have $200 in packages, 200 USDT in packages, and you have to have, in order to be a partner, you also have to have a team that's 5,000 USDT in size. Not difficult to do with just a few people. No guarantee, but it's up to you. If this is something you want to build a business based on this, and you can, and I think you'll admit that the partner rank is not difficult to get to. Once you reach that partner rank by qualifying with 200 USDT of your own packages and a team that's 5,000 USDT, you receive an instant bonus in your balance of 250 USDT. Happens instantly. You don't have to go apply for it. You don't have to talk to support. It just, poof, it's in your account as soon as you qualify. And you can see that there's a whole series of rank rewards all the way up through diamond, and they're instantly paid when you reach that qualification. So there's an individual number of member package that you must have, and others you must have a certain size package or packages totaling this, and then your team volume needs to be at this certain level, and based on that you will receive the bonus that's listed. Hopefully that gives you an idea. That's the 3rd of the referral bonuses. Okay. We're in the midst of a mega event qualification. In other words, as part of the 1-year anniversary, there's a mega event that will take place in Istanbul, Turkey from the 20th to the 24th of September. There's 150 spots that are available. You can qualify at different levels. And qualify, and the company will reimburse you for various expenses depending on what level you qualify at. If you're relatively new, this has been extended from August 20th to the end of August to the 30th. And but you have to actually go click a button in your back office to start the clock ticking for your participating in this. And it will also show you the number of slots that have been used up in each one of these various categories. There's one category where they pay for your accommodations only. And there's one where they pay for your flights and accommodation. And there's one where they pay for business class flights and your accommodation. So depending on how you qualify, if you like to compete, and you're competing against yourself and building a team. So it's not, it's something that can be a lot of fun. We have people qualifying every day that will be going to Istanbul, Turkey from the 20th to 24th. And all the details of that event are also in your back office. Upcoming enhancements. We already talked about compounding your rewards. We asked for it. We received it. It's a relatively new feature. It's been around for maybe a month and a half. And it's nice to be able to do that. You have a choice whether you want to compound or not. Fiat and fiat deposits and withdrawals. If you're not sure what fiat is, that's the currency in your particular country. So in the case of the UK, it would be the Great British Pound. In the case of other European countries, it would be the euro. In the United States, it would be the US dollar. In Canada, it would be the Canadian dollar. So those are some examples. That in Mexico, the Mexican peso. So fiat is the currency of your particular country or location. What they're planning is withdrawals and deposits in fiat, so that you don't, makes it easier because that system will convert it to crypto and provide it in your account, in your company account. But probably by the end of the fourth quarter, we're beginning looking at a Visa, MasterCard, debit card that the funds can go through that card. You can use it and spend it just like you would any debit card. So when you withdraw, it could go to that Visa, MasterCard. And they're also, within the next couple of weeks, we'll be seeing a marketing page so that you can share this amazing rewards program with others. We talked to Jensen on a Meet the CEO call last week, and he said it would be approximately 2 weeks. Okay, why Vortic United? Well, weekly, we talk about transparency, and weekly we have a Thursday live update Q&A webinar with Jensen Robles, the CEO. We try to do it every Thursday. Last week, because of the event in the United States, Jensen having to fly back home, we did it on Friday, but typically it's Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So part of the transparency is you're being able to see him every week and ask him questions and get updates on what's going on. You can earn rewards up to 0.8% to 1.8% per each workday with low entry, the lowest package being 50 USDT. So they make it easy for people from all over the world to participate. There's an active Telegram community, Facebook group, and YouTube channel, and the links for those are in your back office. If you don't have an account, you can get an account for free. Get with the person that invited you, get their link, and open your free account. And the links to those, to the Telegram, Facebook, and YouTube channel are located there. There's complete transparency with the trade showing in your daily reports each and every day. You can take a look at those. Weekly withdrawals to your crypto wallet of your choice, whatever your wallet might be, whether it's a DeFi wallet, whether it's a part of an exchange. There's a number of wallet choices. Doesn't matter which one you choose. Withdrawals are available in Bitcoin. Is soon to return. Ethereum, USDT, in both the ERC20 and TRC20 networks. And then we talked about the debit, MasterCard, Visa card by the end of the fourth quarter, and the marketing page, which is due out within the next 2 weeks. So we also provide success building training training every Saturday at noon, where you learn tips and tricks on marketing strategies that you can use for any business at all. Obviously, we're doing it focusing on Vortic United. So we have that success building. There's the link there to register for that each and every Saturday, successbuilding101.com. This informational webinar, we recently changed that schedule starting this week, and you're on the 11 a.m. Monday call. Tuesday, there'll be a 3 p.m. Eastern call. Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. You can register same place you did for here, passivecryptorewards.com, and it will give you the time in your country's time frame. So even though I'm telling you that tomorrow will be at 3 p.m. Eastern time, which is the time zone I'm in, it will, when you register, it will convert, and you'll see exactly what time frame that is for you. So, and we also post these in the Telegram room and in the Facebook group, so you know that they're available. Okay, I talked about the Meet the CEO call, part of the transparency. You can register for that. There's one coming up on Thursday, vorticunitedceo.com. So we will post that. We'll be posting that as well, but that gives you those links, so that, again, as part of our total transparency, for people to get the information so they can make a decision, get back with the person that invited them. So to get started, step 1, get back with that person, get their affiliate link. Step 2, fund your account if you choose to. Once the funds show up in your account, so be sure and select the package. It defaults to package A. So if you put in 10,000 USDT and you don't make that selection, it will default to package A, which you don't want. It does bring up an interesting situation. Let's say you've got a package A and it built up to $2,500 USDT. What you can do is contact support when it hits that 2,500 and tell them that you want to upgrade to package B, and you'll start earning at the package B level. So you can upgrade. You can't combine packages, but you can upgrade. And here's a picture of that back office that shows those location of those 3 links. It's in the media center, and it shows you, you click on where it says Facebook, click on YouTube, click on Telegram. Now, why don't we post it publicly? Because of the spammers that are out there. This way, you need to get it from your back office. And once you're in your back office, you can click on that. So if you want to take a look, but you're not quite ready to make the big step forward for funding your account, get with the person that invited you, get their affiliate link, and get a free account, and you can go on the back and look around, see all the things that we've been talking about. Okay, it's Q&A time, so I'm going to turn off the presentation, get started with the questions, and I'm back. So I'm going to try. It's gone a little long. For those of you who are tied to a tough schedule, I'm going to take my time and answer the questions. I don't want to avoid any questions. But if you're watching the replay, which in about 2 hours, everyone who registered will get a copy of the replay. This is where the questions and answers start, and it will make the video longer. So if you have to be elsewhere, have an appointment, this is strictly going to be question and answer. So I thank you in advance if you have to leave. Okay. Eliezer, I may mispronounce it, for which I apologize. When adding funds to buy new package or adding to the previous package, okay? As I mentioned, you can do either one. You can buy a new package or you can add to an existing package. So if let's say you had a package B and you put some more funds in, you can add to that package B. Okay, Darlington asks, can I promote this project and get my commission without making a deposit? And the answer is no, Darlington, because as was mentioned on the call, you need to be at least an apprentice to get paid on the direct commission. And an apprentice has a $50 USDT package. If you want to participate in the residuals, which is the second method of earning, you need to have a 200 USDT worth of packages and a team of about 5,000 USDT total. Ariel asks, how will Jensen Robles respond? That's being worked on now. There was a question concerning a notification that came out from California. I've had several discussions with Jensen today. For anyone who's aware of what that is, they're working on it. They're being very proactive, unlike what other companies have done. So Jensen is aware and he's working on it, and I'm confident that they're going to be proactive. And like I say, the attorneys are dealing with it now. Now, I mentioned that I mentioned this cease and desist, and people always ask how long is the company going to last and things like that. This cease and desist is the result of an affiliate who did not use disclaimers, made statements that were untrue, and was in other programs where the same thing happened. And the state of California decided that he had broken too many rules. So any program that he was in, they lumped into a cease and desist. Well, he happens to be in Vortic United as well, and he wasn't using disclaimers. He was making incorrect statements, and so they lumped Vortic in with it. Vortic is going to them and saying, look, we shouldn't be lumped with those others. These are the things that we do. It's why I do the disclaimers. You need to realize that there is risk, that what exactly the situation is, so that you can make a decision. I'm not telling you to make a decision one way or the other. I'm giving you information. Get back with the person that referred you, and they indeed can give you additional information if you need it. But Ariel, that's the current situation. They're being proactive, and that is important. So I've had a number of discussions this morning, and I'm leaving in Jensen and his attorney's hands to continue to take care of that. And then on the Meet the CEO call on Thursday, I'm sure we'll have that question come up again, and we'll get an update from him. So Alex says, Darlington, as far as I'm aware, you will need to fund your Vortic United account. Yes, that's correct, Alex, you do. At least in order to get the direct commission, you have to have at least a 50 USDT package A. Okay, question from Michael. Good morning, everyone. I have been a member for about 8 weeks now, making a steady 5% per week, up to 5%. Well, that's what he's made in the past, but no guarantee of the future. Are you guys going to talk about the new allegations against Vortic and the cease and desist? Yes, Michael, I just did. Sorry, I got cut off. Cease and desist orders from California. And I want to emphasize that's the result of what a particular affiliate did. And that's why we always warn, especially when people ask, is the program going to last? That's up to us as affiliates. If we don't do things like have credible disclaimers on videos, on posts in Facebook, we're making a mistake. And we jeopardize the company. So the company's doing the right things. Affiliates, we need to follow suit and do that as well. Collins Mitch asked why you make a deposit, you will then buy whichever package you want to start with. That's correct. He's explaining packages now. Can I get my commission? Darlington asks, can I get my commissions when I promote the system, even when not deposit? Yeah, okay, you asked about that, and I think we answered. So Mike asks, so if I invest 100K, I only get back 80,000 of my investment. Yes, but Mike, depending on the package that you're participating in, that would be you'd be participating at up to 1.2% per week. That's about 6% a week. So for 36 weeks, you'd be getting $6,000. And so you'd be getting $216,000 over the course, up to that amount, over the course of the 36 weeks. And then at the end of the 36 weeks, you will have withdrawn, let's say, up to 216,000, and then the 80,000 that you originally deposited. A lot of companies don't give you back your original deposit. They they charge you every day a fee on what you earn. Vortic charges a fee on the initial deposit, but not on what you earn. So you're earning the entire time until they take their fee. Now, if you choose, Mike, in your case, if you're happy with what the 6% you're earning every week with your 100,000 USDT, when it gets to 35 weeks, you can make a small deposit or compound a small amount in your account, and it will extend it another 36 weeks, and you won't pay that 20%. I mean, I think that's, some people like that concept, some people don't. So you need to do what's best for you. Get back with the person that referred you and talk it out. Yvonne, what's the minimum on the withdrawal? It says in the back office what that is, and it varies depending on the particular crypto. So Bitcoin and Ethereum are different than USDT, but it does state back there when you click on the withdrawal button. And you're saying, Paul's asking, 10% commission on what though? Well, if you're talking about the direct deposit, the direct rewards deposit that someone you personally referred put in, then it would be 10% of what they deposited. So if they deposited $1,000, the company is going to provide you with a commission of 100 USDT that goes into your balance. So that's where it goes. And then you can withdraw it, compound it, do whatever you want. Paul asks, what videos or Zooms are good to introduce new business partners? I think you need to pick what you think is best. If I would invite them to one of these live. If not, you could give them a link to one of these presentations so they can get the facts. Then you can talk with them and go from there. What's the approximate weekly return on a $2,500 package? Well, Corey, if you look and it's up to a certain amount, and I want to emphasize that. And a $2,500 package, that's up to 1.2% per day. So, so you're talking $150 a week, about 6% a week, right? $150 a week is an idea, and on package B, that's what, if I remember right, it's 42 weeks. So you're going to get that for 42 up to that for 42 weeks. So that's $6,300 if you 6,300 USDT. Up to that, no guarantee. That's what the past results have shown, but again, no guarantee. So Mike says, I live in California. Can I get my investment back, please? No, Mike, you can't. You're going to, you can put a request into support if you'd like, but there's basically, if you read the cease and desist, it says that we can't advertise in California. So check. That doesn't say that people who are already in the program can't continue to participate. There is no KYC, so nobody really knows where you live. But that's up to you. You can request it from support if you'd like, but that was not the terms and conditions you signed up under. And I strongly recommend that we state the risk factors, the disclaimer. You make a decision on anybody that you want to refer, but each person is responsible for checking in their local area what the rules are there. So that was a private question from Mike, but I chose to be public because we try to be transparent. Darlington, thanks. Recap on the first package of 50 USDT. How many people will I get to claim the 100 USDT? You can't tell, Darlington. Each person, you can have one person that puts in enough funds that you qualify, or you can have a small number. So it depends on what we have. People that have put in 200,000 USDT. We have people that have put in 50. So it varies. It's team building is all about what the overall qualification size, and there's different qualification levels at each different qualification levels for each level. I mean, different percentages for each level. So you get qualification credit based on the level that person is participating at. Okay, qualified members for mega. Okay, will there be a notification for qualified members for mega event for those only with accommodations to get their airline tickets? You can get your airline. It does say in the back office when you qualify. So if you're getting close and you want to go ahead and do that, that's up to you, Nye. But yeah, I would say even those who qualify at the highest level, and have the first class ticket paid or business class, they're going to buy their own tickets and they get refunded. So that's how that works. But yeah, it will. You'll see in the back office that you're qualified for different levels. Darlington and Emma promoter still want to know the arrival of daily profit on the first level package deposit. Know the arrival of daily profit on the first level of package deposit. So Darlington, I'm not sure. How about, does the company allow it, a rebate? I'm not sure what you saw what I presented here. Darlington, you might want to get back with the person that referred you, because I'm not completely sure what you're asking. If you earn on a direct commission, it goes into your balance immediately and is available there for you to do what you want. If you on the daily commissions, they show up daily as well. The earnings that you make on your packages each week don't go into your balance until after the week is over. So if you've got a package where you're earning, let's say $150 a week, that $150 shows there, but it doesn't go into your balance until after the close of market on Friday. But the other items that you're earning, they show up daily, and there's a transaction record of those in your back office. And the rebate, I'm not sure what you mean by a rebate concerning what, I'm not sure. There are rewards. We talked about those, so you might want to review the video of the replay, but get back with the person that invited you, because they might be able to help answer your question. Okay, Ricky asked about compounding. What you do, Ricky, is each week, over the weekend, you make a choice, and there's a button that pops up that shows you that talks about compounding and putting funds back in. Then you have to tell it what split you want. So let's say you have $300 in your balance. You can say, oh, I want $150 to go into this package that I have, and then I want to withdraw $150. But it shows when you go through that process in the back office. Again, if you already have a back office and you're having difficulty, you can I would talk with the person first that referred you, and then secondly, if you continue to have questions about that, talk to support. They're very responsive. That's the last of the Q&A questions. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate it. Crypto Cracker, I would talk to support. Don't know what happened. And Darren, you corrected me, rightfully so. If we were talking about package B, which is 2,500, it is 5% weekly. So it's 6% on package C. So my bad. Appreciate you bringing it up. William, it depends. I would get with the person that referred you, and they're more than welcome to contact. It depends. I typically don't do that. I mean, I try to work for the community as a whole, but bring them on this call. That's why we do it. Okay, Cynthia asks, how long have they been in existence? And how does Vortic generate income? Hopefully you asked that at the beginning of the call, Cynthia. They trade. In fact, they trade on the weekends as well. And that's how they use some of that money as to cover in case, and also to help pay bonuses. So they make it through trading. You saw from some of the percentages that they do quite well on their trading. The proprietary stuff that we got shown in Las Vegas was exciting to see. Where can I get a copy of the disclaimer? Ian, come on to the Saturday call or get back with the person that referred you. If they've been on the Saturday call, they know the link to get you to get the disclaimer, copy of the disclaimer, or you can look at this video and you can see an example of a disclaimer and be sure that you use it. It is not enough in a video to say that you're not an investment advisor. You have to, it has to be on the video. There has to be stuff on a Facebook post. Crypto Cracker, it depends on the affiliates. And the company is being proactive. It depends on the affiliates. Are the affiliates going to do the proper thing? Talk to the person that referred you. They can give you an idea if they're doing the first thing. What's the protocol for household membership? Marie, let me answer that. That'll be the last question that I do answer, and we'll close this down because it's been an hour. The current, if you go to support and you ask them, you'll say that anyone in a household has to cannot refer another person in that household. That's something that's what support will tell you. Okay, there are people before that was made clear that have referred, like a husband sponsored a wife, or a wife sponsored a husband, and in those cases there is no KYC, know your customer. So there isn't direct information when KYC becomes available. It may become more of a problem for those of us who have sponsored a spouse. But what is really critical, and I'm talking with Jensen about clarification on that protocol, but currently the protocol is that if the head of household is sponsored by Bill, that everybody in the household needs to go to Bill to be sponsored. That's unusual. It's not typical in our industry. I am talking with Jensen, but that is the protocol that support will mention to you if you ask them. Typically it's the head of household or the first one to be sponsored. Well, sponsor, let's say a spouse, but you cannot sponsor any children living under the same roof under that second person. That's stacking. And that's what they're trying to avoid here. So hopefully that answers it but it didn't really answer it. So look forward to seeing everybody on the Thursday call, and the Meet the CEO call, and it's vortecunitedceo.com. And then for those, we've got the Saturday, and we'll be posting that in the Facebook and the Telegram rooms, so you'll know in advance. Tomorrow, the next informational webinar is at 3 p.m. Eastern. And if you go to register at passivecryptorewards.com, it will actually give you your the time in your time zone when you register. So you select the particular day that you want, like tomorrow 3 p.m., and it will tell you what time that is. It does a conversion, so you know exactly what time it is. Hopefully this has helped. Again, I appreciate everybody being here. I know there's some stuff that scares people sometimes. I just want to let you know that stuff happens, and we need to protect the community by controlling what affiliates do, because 9 times out of 10, it's the affiliates like you, like me, that create the problem. So I do want to say thank you and have a great day, and look forward to seeing you later during the week. Talk to you then.